Hey everybody, how's it going? Dale here. Today I'm going to do a quick upgrade on this HP Pavilion gaming laptop. The model number is 15-DK0068WM as in Mary. It has 8 gigabytes of DDR4, 2666, so I'm going to add just another 8 gig of the 2666 and get it up to 16 gigabytes of DDR4 memory. That's all they want to do to it, so I basically want to just show you how to get into it. These are a little fussy sometimes. This is the laptop, nothing spectacular. It's a 9th gen i5. It has GTX 1050 graphics in it, but again, only 8 gigs of RAM and a 256 gigabyte M.2 drive. So on the bottom here, let me show you real quick. The customer thought maybe they could try to do it themselves, but they were a little nervous. They weren't sure how to get inside of it. So he removed all the little rubber feet off the bottom. There are screws under the ones in the back here, but you don't take those out. He didn't need to do that. He's got the little rubber feet at home somewhere. So anyway, along the back here you got 4 screws, which are all one length, and in the front here you got 3 little short screws across the front, and that's all you need to take out, not none of this stuff here where the rubber feet are. So anyway, he stopped and brought it to me, so I'm just going to pop in the RAM. And I'm going to use my little blue triangle spudger tool here. These are really tight. There's a seam kind of along the bottom edge here. I know this is going to be hard to see, but there's a seam that runs along right here, usually in the front. Get a good grip on it here, get my spudger in here, hopefully I can get it started. Yep, just like that. And I'm just going to carefully, as I can, go on here and do some popping, get it loose. And after that, usually it doesn't, you can see it's kind of peeling right up, but nonetheless, be careful when you take it off, just in case you don't want to break anything. So anyway, here's what we got. This is their M.2 drive. There's only one M.2 slot in here. There is a 2.5 inch bay over here for a 2.5 inch drive, like a SATA SSD or even a mechanical hard drive. Looks like a drive in there. It's not. It's just a blank from HP that's screwed in. You know, it's the same size as a 2.5 inch drive, but there's no drive in there. They got the cable, the caddy, everything you need to add another drive if you want. But here's the 8 gigabytes of RAM, and underneath this guy here is our other slot. If you've never done this before, or your first time, you might want to disconnect your battery, which is right here, this cable right here. It just slides back, so I'm going to go ahead and disconnect that, show you how to do it. Just unplug it, just like that. Don't touch anything. You don't have to in here when you're doing it, even though it's simple. But whenever you disconnect the battery, you should take the extra step, carefully open it, and we're going to hit that power button a few times. Just make sure it's all drained in there, juice. Should be good. And I'm going to take my crucial 8 gig stick here and get it open. And we're going to pop it in the slot. Get that little flippy flap up there. Just make sure you get a good click when you pop it in there. So it's going to have 16 gigs of 2666 when we're all done here. So anyway, you heard it click in there good. So there's our second stick. Looks good there. Nice and clean, which I like to see. So anyway, yeah. Now let's hook the battery back up. Once you do that, don't touch anything if you don't have to. Sometimes on these HPs, if you unhook the battery, it kind of resets the CMOS and the BIOS. Make sure you get it in all the way, guys. They're a little stubborn. Alright, so just for safety, I feel good about that. It should work. I'm gonna pop this guy back on. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, nothing, never mind. So a quick little simple upgrade, get them up to 16 gigs of RAM. Doesn't do a lot of serious gaming on this, but enough to where adding that little extra RAM should help out somewhat. I'll pop back in here. Always be careful squeezing on these, even with your cover here. The screen's back there. You want to squeeze on it real hard along the edges. You could damage the screen if you get too nutty there. Yeah, I wish you would have brought those rubber feet back. I would have got those back on there for him, but whatever. So now, open her up, hit the power button. There it goes. I think I hooked the battery back up. Might take a minute to post here with the new memory. That's totally normal. Yeah, just, you know, quick little upgrade like that. Can add a little more FPS for you possibly on your games. Like I said, they don't do a lot of serious gaming on this. It is a gaming laptop. It's just called a HP Pavilion gaming laptop. Yeah, it's a CMOS reset. So we're just going to hit enter to reboot the system. It should be okay. Shouldn't have to reset anything in the BIOS. But if you did, it's F9 to get into the BIOS on these HPs. F9. I just want to let it boot all the way up real quick. Make sure it's reading all of our RAM. There's many different types and brands of RAM on the market nowadays, but I've been using Crucial and Kingston, some brand names like that for like in laptops. Put in a secret code here. And we'll just jump over to Task Manager real quick. It's kind of hard to see there, guys, but make that big. Go over to here. And now we're showing 16 gigs of RAM. You probably can't see that, but it's 16. Yeah, 2667 megahertz. So there, we doubled the RAM in just a few minutes. Should help out. And that's how you get into an HP Pavilion gaming laptop. Check out more of my videos, guys. I appreciate you watching. Have a great day and have a happy new year coming up.